goods, some steel, some coal, and welcome to the second episode. I missed that one. I do apologise. Right, we can't afford it over here. We'll hold on then for the time being. So our capital city, Vienna, is actually not that large. It's only a size 9 city. Which is kind of bad. It's not the greatest for industry, but it's not a bad city. It's fairly decently sized, though I would much rather have a city the size of Austria. At 10. We'll have to see how large London and Paris are. Okay. I'd imagine London to be huge. Come on, game. There we go. Putting coal in the furnace. Speaking of coal, I do need more coal. Okay. Alright, yes, so London is a size 13 city. Paris looks to be a size 12. Yes, size 12. Righto. Oh, right, yes, we're still buying iron, aren't we? Never mind that one. No wonder we were making more iron. I forgot about that one. Oh dear. Okay, we're doing good with manufactured goods. I do like manufactured goods. They are something that's always needed, and they do have a nice price. Yeah, I can see here we sold quite a lot there. Yes, we sold a hell of a lot. Indeed. Very nice. Very, very nice. Enough to afford that rail line. So start building that one over there. 315 days. Righto. Right. Iron has decreased in value. Cereals has increased, actually. That's quite nice. Cattle has increased to a healthy 6. That's pretty nice. Aye. That's really handy. Right, we're not at 51% yet. The Union Parliament. Right. The Erfurt Union Parliament, convened by Prussia, tries to form a union of German states under the leadership of Prussia and Austria. Prussian Chief Minister von Radowitz proposed the union with a view to creating a strong force against France. Gaining initial approval from Hanover and Saxony, however, Vienna considers Prussia an upstart. Opposing the plan humiliated Radowitz, forced him to recognize Austrian superiority within the German Confederation. Indeed. We are not subject to these upstarts. No matter how powerful they may be. I'm not entirely sure how powerful they may be. Okay, yes, we are actually more powerful than the Prussians. Russia is actually the strongest in land power. Now, I don't know if this takes into account naval power, because I'm pretty damn sure Britain would win that one hands down. Aye. Sardinia Piedmont being the weakest nation here. And therefore easily crashed in war. Though they do have some nice resources over there. I'm somewhat envious. Ah well. Right, we have our forces arrived over here. And we do have quite a garrison over here, actually. 150 cannon and 13,000 men. Almost 14,000 men to man the defences, so we can put those guys in there. Add a little bit more to our garrison there. Right. High taxes, load the status. That must be the tariffs. We'll try and lower the tariffs then. We'll go to about 30%, was it? Okay. We do have some inflation. It's not bad, but it will cause us issues in the future if it gets too high. Now, loans isn't actually in the game. It's rather odd, it just never seemed to work. And yes, it's just kind of not there anymore. So that's a bit of a shame, but things are as they are. Right. How many steel factories do I have? Right, one output over here. Steel. Ah, you actually output some steel. Interesting. 6 steel. Now the margin on this one's actually better. Produces more as well. Steiermark. Right. Yeah, so our steel mill over here actually produces quite a... There we go. Yeah, so there we go. So that one is producing a lot of steel. Where's the other one? I'm not entirely sure. Now that's most likely due to the fact that we have rail here, and as well the population of the city. Now where can we show population? It's here somewhere. I'm trying to remember how you do it now. Should appear here. I will find it. I just can't remember how you do it. Regional consensus. Right. That's our largest city for peasants. Right, workers. Austria. Very interesting. So the capital, Austria, or Vienna, is actually our 4th best city for workers. So we could do with having more industrial orientated factories built down here. We could actually do with possibly another steel mill over here then. It would have quite a lot of workers there. We'll figure it out. We've got a long ass time to do it. Bam 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 bam. Righto. So we're doing pretty well. I mean, we need to connect everywhere in the Empire via rail. If we connect everything via rail, it's going to cost us a lot of coal because you do need to pay maintenance for the rail lines. I believe it's like something like 1 coal per track. Which can add up, but I mean, it's worth it. But I think I may extend the rail lines down to Croatia, actually, next. Or possibly to Hungary. I do believe we actually have a rail line to Hungary. I'll have to check that out in the following round. But just, possibly down to Croatia. We do have some nice cities down that area. I spoke too soon. Size 3 and size 1. Right, Hungary. We might want to extend this all the way over to here. And over here, actually. Possibly a round trip like that, or... Possibly. I mean, we will do it all in time. We do have some larger cities over here that could do with being linked. Salzburg has been linked up. But yes, a size 6, a size 5 there. They both have iron, some lumber, nitrates. Yes, it would be nice to link these up to the network. Right, we are selling a lot over here. Righto. Now it's a little hard to see, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make that a little bit smaller. You can see here. Is it not showing? Should do. It's kind of there, but our fleets and railways have consumed 5 units of coal. Yeah, there we go. 5 units of coal. Righto. Right, we completely understand how to harness the possibilities of transportation and infrastructure. So if we want to go over here to the Academy of Sciences... Right, here we go. Transportation infrastructure. Right. Now that will lead to further technologies. It's a bit of a confusing system, I'm not gonna lie. I've kind of forgot how it actually works. It's bloody confusing. It's so strange. But fantastic. Right. I can't afford that yet. Fair enough. I may start building another factory down here, actually. Let's take a look. We do need iron. Quite badly. Our spending is quite high. I could reduce the amount of industries taking it in, and would be okay. Although if we produce more, that will definitely benefit us. But I could buy iron for now, which is the cheaper option. Oh right, yes, we need to stop selling luxury goods. Right, we'll balance this out again. Oh, we do have some wines. Okay, there we go. Right, if we sell 2, we'll actually make a profit. Well, we'll actually have an excess, which is fine by me. We have more textiles that we can sell, but I'll sell it so we have 1 that's going up. So we always increase the amount of stockpile that we actually have. Which I think is a nice way to actually go about things. At least then we're actually gaining as well as selling. Right, steel. I do want to keep my steel because I do need it for infrastructure projects. Why are we selling iron? That's why we're having issues. My god. Stop selling my iron. Okay. So we can see here that we are linked to these nations for trade. So Austria, Baden, Bavaria, Hanover. Papacy. Saxony. Württemberg. No. Never mind. Okay. Over here. Yes, we are linked to quite a few more nations here due to that it's a maritime trade link. Not bad. We could do with more merchant ships so we could expand to new markets. But we'll make do for now. Right, I do want this colonial penetration to increase. We'll see how that goes. I think we're going to have quite a lot of issues trying to colonize, but we might be able to pull it off. Righto. We are selling a lot though, which is quite nice. Yes. Population satisfaction is increasing slightly. That's pretty good to have going. Okay. Now, do we want to build another steel mill? We know we're good on iron now, which was our problem. If we increase the amount of steel we're producing, then that's quite good. We can support more projects in the future, as we will require a lot of steel. Manufactured goods is always fantastic due to the fact it's so easy to market. Though I do like these steel mills. Well, steel furnaces. Then again, we might want to increase our mining and agricultural. We do have a mission for cattle, which is something that we could easily do. Though I think we should save for rails first. Yeah, we'll save for rails. They do take a hell of a long time to build, and they are incredibly useful throughout the entire game, so we'll save for rails first. Get that transportation network up and going, and I think we'll be much better off in the future. Righto. I can already feel that this music is going to destroy me inside. You might have to mute it at some point and then put my own music over the top of it. Possibly some copyright-free music, that would be lovely. God, I love these copyrights. My god, I must have like 200 copyrights. That's being conservative. It's probably the order about 700, like 90% or whatever is like freaking copyrighted. It's a pain in the ass, most because I'm like the money goes to them. It's rather irritating. Okay. France is trying to bribe the Moroccans. Right, we are selling quite a lot. Belgium! Stop it! Okay. Alright, yes, that detects how many turns they could go without supplies or whatever. Well, on their own supplies. Okay, moving on. We do have some options here. Steel import subsidy. Coal import subsidy. So we would receive more coal in exchange for capital and money. Well, spending those, but I'd rather not do that. Now, we do have a decent amount of cash, and we do have a decent amount of private capital. My god, they're expensive rail lines. Ah. That's painful. Oh, but we'll go for these areas then. We have clear and we have forests, that's fairly cheap. Get that going then. Yeah, so we'll connect up more of the Hungarian interior with the capital. Oh, these are Marines. Fair enough. Could be quite handy in the future, actually. Right, our army's over here. Over capacity, I should say. It's fine for now. It's not great, but it's fine for now. We will have to change that once we do come to blows with a major power. Though, hopefully that won't be for some time yet. Or if at all. If we do go to war, I'd like to go to a war that I know I can win. At least that's the idea. Righto. So not seen anything really going on in the world yet. I don't know if there's any wars going on. I might be able to check if there's any wars going on. But so far, history's following its natural course, as it is only the first few months, there's nothing really that's happened. Though we do have the chance to try to unite Germany. There's a few options. We can unite Germany by having, like, Bavaria and those sorts of smaller nations join us, while excluding Prussia. Or we could have the German areas plus Prussia, but we exclude our other parts of the empire. So it basically becomes Germany with Austria, but Hungary is left. Or the last option is where we basically have everything. Like, we have the entire German area plus our entire empire. Which is what I'd love to try and achieve. You can imagine the size of that bloody empire. All the way. Just incredibly huge. Absolutely colossal. An industrial juggernaut. You can imagine the sheer amount of everything we'd produce. It would be absolutely perfect. Beautiful. To say the very least. And that's what we're trying to achieve. How we're going to achieve it, and if it's even possible, I do not know, but we'll find out, won't we? Right, not much happened there. As we'll go over here to our foreign ministry, can we see if there's any wars going on at this time? Wars? No, there is no wars going on right now. How interesting. Right, relations with Prussia have dropped slightly. I do wonder why. Relations with Russia are actually okay. Were we at about 40 before or 30 before? I can't quite remember. I feel like it was 30. Ah, oh well. Right, can we afford another rail line? No, not yet. Fair enough. Onwards to the next turn. Yeah, so we should be able to link up the Site 5 city there and the Site 6 city. Then, do we want to carry on going to Klausenberg? Ruthenia, basically. That wouldn't be a bad idea at all, to Site 6 city. I may try and then link it up to Lemberg. But it's going to be a costly project. Very costly project. I will add Croatia to the rail network in the future. I do want to be able to have good movement to all of the empire. And having good movement down into Croatia would give us quite a nice advantage against the Ottomans. We could cut off Bosnia from them. And make it very difficult for them to get forces into Bosnia. And of course we're in Greece and practically in Greece, we're in the Balkans. From the very start we can head towards Constantinople or Istanbul. Yes. Hopefully we'll be able to do that once the Crimean War kicks off. We'd have to wait for the Crimean War to end, though I do imagine by that time the Ottomans will be very much exhausted. If there's any heavy fighting with the Russians, that is. Ah, very nice, some petroleum. Okay. Right, so we could try and pass a new government measure. Increase social protection. We might try and do that, actually. Let's see. No children work. So it's not under here. No children working could be quite nice. It would perhaps help us out. Maybe. Okay. Yeah, these areas are... Well, sorry, these areas are 100% Italian, which is a bit of a shame. Right, so you see these areas due to the fact of a... Well, I was going to say due to the fact that these religions are the majority, but Jewish has proved me wrong, hasn't it? Yes, okay. How odd. Now these areas are just Catholic, I'd imagine. Right, we'll send the rail line. Yes, we are limited by our steel right now, which is rather bad. We might want to buy some steel. We might... Oh dear. Can we not buy any steel from Prussia? Is no one selling steel? No! I need my bloody steel! Ah, mate. Where the hell's my steel? Bollocks. Britain? No, we're not connected to that trade. Could do having some, Yeah, we need to build a merchant fleet and set it out over there. That would be nice. Would link us up to Britain. Yeah, I think that's the next idea. Possibly to Belgium and the Netherlands as well. How much would that cost me? Oh, I can actually start building one now. 600, 900. We'll go for the 600. I'm going to build it over here at Austria. Right, we're going to start building another merchant ship. I may start investing in a larger war fleet in the future. We do have some wooden battleships that we could build, wooden screw battleships. Now these are technically more powerful. Though you do have to give them coal as well. Probably faster. Speed coefficiency 70. Wooden battleship 50. Ocean restricted. Ocean restricted. Frigates. How fast do frigates move? 60. Ah. So we do have 1,000 men on a heavy warship. Well, we only have about, what was it, 400 on a frigate. Right. Steamers. How many cannons do we have on these babies? It's not showing me the amount of cannons for some reason. Right, we'll go for... well, we'll go by offensive fire and defensive fire. So we have 2025. 2025. 2025. Okay, never mind. That's not working. So we'll go for ranged damage, so 320. I'd imagine these guys would have quite a lot of souls. It's not that much more, but the firepower is much higher. Can we see range? Range is 2. Range is 2. I'd kinda... oh, so we have screw frigates over here as well. They move at 80. We don't need to move quickly, so I think we might go for the wooden warships. The sail-based ones. Wouldn't be the worst plan. Okay, so we'll go forwards. But yes, I do believe we need to increase the size of the Austrian Navy considerably. So, a few squadrons of warships might be able to do that, though I might go for quite a few frigates. The warships, they are more costly. How much more cost it is, I'm not entirely sure. I might be able to work it out in the future. But we'd probably get more bang for our buck with the heavy warships in the Mediterranean, due chiefly to the fact that we're not a colonial empire. We're not an overseas empire. We only have to watch the Aegean and let's see over here, the Gulf of Venice. This is not that bad. Yes, the Mediterranean. I just mainly want to have a navy better than the Sardinians. I do think the Sardinians have a better navy. Not by that much, but I do think they do. So a few heavy warship squadrons would change that. But anyway, guys, we are coming towards the end of the episode, so thank you so much for watching, and if you've enjoyed this, then do go ahead and subscribe, favourite, and share. So goodbye, my friends.